Hi guys, long time no see, very long time no see. Wargamer Dad here. My life has moved on a lot since last time I made a blog, but I'm trying to get back into gaming with the first edition of Spearhead. So I'm going straight back into the format I've done before, which is I'm going to open it, I'm going to look at it in front of you guys, show you guys what's in it, and hopefully you'll enjoy that. I'm going to do another video later with issue 2, which I already have because they both turned up at the same time, my local shop. And I'll do another one explaining where I've been all this time and what's been going on in my life, which is quite a lot. But let's get cracking and try out Spearhead 1 and see what's in it. God, how sticky they may be doing this. As always, we've got the little cardboard back which says New Spearhead, and on the back, collect all 12 Spearhead armies, which I'm quite looking forward to. I've always been a fan of Age of Sigmar, but never really been able to get fully into it because there weren't enough other people playing. But I've got my son, who's just over there on his Xbox, and we're going to build it together. And oh, sorry, blocking you off there. And we're going to play a few games together, and hopefully we'll have the opportunity to record some of that as well, and then he'll be giving you his opinion as well. Max, say hello.
Hello. Hello.
That's Maximus. So, yeah, name of the channel is Wargamer Dad. That is one of the 3 children that I am dad to. Right, so let's open this up. Now let's see what we've got. First things first. We have some dice. Plain D6s. That is not a good roll. I'm just going to show you this. We are not looking at a good roll. Perhaps those dice will be replaced with some better dice later. Then, obviously, the most important part, as always, bases. Can't do anything without bases. Your models will just fall over and you'll look silly. Now, we have 2 models for issue 1. It tells us we have a Lord Veritant and a Grey Seer Warlock Engineer miniature. So this would be the Lord Veritant, this would be the Grey Seer Warlock Engineer. I love the quality of these models. The Skaven models have always been very, very good. You can see this basically it's got a little crease there, so you can just do this. So here's the Lord Veritant, just so you can see what he looks like in bits. He's got a Griffhound with him, which is why he comes with a second base and his larger base. He's got this huge flaming sword, and it's all in grey plastic. I think if you look back to my older videos, you see some of the stuff came in blue plastic. That was back when GW were really trying to do a thing of making it kiddie friendly. And here we have a Warlock Engineer, a Grey Seer and Warlock Engineer. The Grey Seer, I'm assuming, has the knife and some of the other bits, and then you've got your Warlock Engineer, or your Warlock Engineer. I want to say Warplock Engineer. I swear they used to be called Warplock Engineers back in the day. Who's got this Warplock, which was like a flintlock but fired warp stuff. And we have them. What else do we have in here? Okay, we have. Well, that's the magazine itself. We will look at that in a moment. We have this battle board, which is traditional with issue 1s of anything. I'm just going to push my chair back. Whee! Whee! And we can look at the battle board. It's double-sided. As you can see, side 1 is very larva-y. Several symbols. A wyvern, a serpent, something of dragon's head, another dragon's head and death, and then on the reverse side, the sinister side if you will, got the same symbols, but you've got a nice big green board. This is quite big, so this is going to give plenty of room for me and Max to play on. That's pretty cool. And being the first issue of one of these Partworks magazines, it comes with a free poster. On the back of the poster, it's got in greater depth the armies that you get, as well as the subscriber gifts. I'm buying mine from a local shop, which I've always done. There's two reasons for this. One, I like to support local shops, and two, it means I get it when it comes out and not before, and it also means I don't get it afterwards, which sometimes with subscriptions it can be a little odd. I've seen people get stuff 2 or 3 weeks before they come out. I've seen people not get stuff for a couple of weeks after they come out. So what I want is the way I do it is I get it when it comes out, so that if there's some in your local shop, you can watch my video and decide whether or not you want to actually go out and get it. Whether or not it's worth going down to your local one-stop WH Smith and pursuing. And then on the other side, which I'm going to put on my wall at some point, we have a massive poster here of the Lord Veritant fighting the Grey Seer. And that's going to look very, very nice on my wall. Lord Veritant is blind, apparently, or at the very least visually disabled. Needing glasses myself, I feel for him. If we look at the back, the subscriber gifts are pretty cool. You get a pair of clippers and the new small GW mold line remover, which isn't bad. You get, with your first delivery, with your fourth delivery, you get a large dry brush, a medium base brush, and a small layer brush. Those tend to retail for about £4 or £5 each, so that's, again, not bad. The clippers, I think, are £19 or £20 odd, and the mold line remover is about a tenner. You get a binder with dividers with your third delivery. Oh, I see, the links go round. In a weird way. So first delivery, third delivery, fourth delivery, sixth delivery is a rather nice cup with the same image on as the poster, and you get a Stormcast Eternal Knight Relictor with your seventh delivery. Doubtless there'll be more with later deliveries. If you subscribe to the premium, which is the expensive kit where you pay more, you get with premium kit 1 is Ionis Cryptborn, who's one of the Warden of the Lost. Rock Gut for kit 2 is a Great Unclean one. Catacross, the Monarch of Necropolis, is kit 3, and Beast Smacker Medgar Gargant is kit 4. So those are all massive massive kits. And on this side we've got it going through all the armies you'll get. You get a Stormcast Eternal, Maggotkin, Ironeth Deepkin, which I'm particularly looking forward to. Skaven, Soulblight Gravelords, which is the vampires, which I'm also looking forward to. Seraphon, which are cool. The Cities of Sigmar, I don't know what they're going to be like. Slaves of Darkness, which are your Chaos, your Sylvaneth. Again, another one I'm looking forward to. The Ossiarch Bone Reapers, who I always liked the idea of, because they were kind of a Frankenstein army, but never quite sure about the execution. Gloomspire Gitz, another one I'm looking forward to, and the Lumineth Realm Lords, again, another one I'm looking forward to. I like the elves, and I like the silliness of the Gloomspire Gitz. And I like vampires, which gives you 12 complete spearheads, 31 paints, half a dozen brushes. And it's advising you to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, which you're more than welcome to do. Let's get into the magazine. As you can see, these magazines are pre-hole punched, so you can take them apart. Ooh, there's bits falling out of this one. Let's shake it, see if anything else comes out. Make sure you don't miss. Available at your newsagents every week starting with, so you can take that to your newsagent and say, give me one. and your newsagent will go, give me money, and then thus a compact will be formed. And it tells you about the special order subscription yet again, and you can send this off with a little thing to get your order. It goes through that, tells you what you've got. It's covering issues 1, 2 and 3. Issues obviously issue 1 you've got. Issue 2 is 3 rat ogres, and issue 3 is a bunch of my brain has failed there, liberators, which are basically the guys with the massive hammers. And you can send that off to Patchworks. Is it still Patchworks? And get your part builds directly from them. Let's see what we've got. So page 1, obviously just contents, nice little picture, and what does it say here? It says, in the age of Sigmar, the 8 mortal realms are torn apart by endless warfare. Gods and monsters clash on the battlefield, and great arcane powers are unleashed amid endless bloodshed. Into the maelstrom the forces of order set out to reclaim the lands from their enemies, the forces of death, destruction, and chaos. Looks like they're at number 3-1 there, which can't be good. And it's got a little blurb here telling you about the Age of Sigmar, about what it is. Age of Sigmar's been out for a while. It's a great system. It's been very well filled out. I absolutely recommend it. You've got the realm stones there telling you about the different realms. You've got Ashki, which is the realm of fire, Gyran, which is the realm of nature, Shayesh, which is the realm of death, Azir, which is Sigmar's own realm, Gur Amberbone, which I'm not sure which one that is. The realm of Chamon, the realm of Haish, and the realm of Ulgu, which are the 8 different realms. Oh, and it tells you about the realms. Giran, the realm of life, Shayesh, the realm of death, Haish, the realm of light, Ashki, the realm of fire, and then it stops telling you about after 4 realms. Then, what have we got? Spearheads. It's telling you about the spearheads. Into the war-torn realms march the spearheads, these are compact forces that are able to use their speed and size to accomplish vital missions. Basically, they're mini armies that you can use to play with and try out, and then build on starter army kits. It explains the Stormcast Eternals next. These Stormcast Eternals are mighty heroes who are part of the Alliance of Order. Spearhead, your collective faction is made up of Lord Vigilant on a Griff Stalker, a Lord Veritant with a Griff Crow. So it's not a Griff Hound, it's a Griff Crow. That's nice, that's different. Companion, 3 Flying Prosecutors, which makes it sound like they're going to deliver legal summons until you give up. And 5 Stalwart Stormcast Eternal Liberators. So it's actually, they're quite a small force, but not bad. It's then got a little thing where you can roll character names and character titles for your characters. Then it's telling you about the second force you're getting, which is the Skaven. You've got Skaven names. The Skaven are vile ratmen who are part of the Alliance of Chaos. Yes, yes. The spearhead you'll be getting for them is made up of Clawford, of a Clawlord on a Norbeast, which is that kind of giant plague-infested rat that you can see. A Grace Seer, a Warlock Engineer, a unit of 3 Lumbering Rat Ogres, and a skittering mass of 20 Clan Rats. That one actually looks like a significantly larger force, and again, that's pretty cool. Character names, again, that you can make. And then, of course, as always with these magazines, you've got the instructions on exactly how to build it and put it together. Most of these models are part of pre-existing kits that GW have made at some point and are basically reclaiming their money on. They've made these. They were probably part of a bigger kit or a bigger release. They haven't sold all of them, and they put them into these magazines to get people into it, to get allow people to collect lots of different things for a very reasonable price. I don't think they make much profit off of it, but it is an exercise in loss prevention. Yep. So, and then how to build the Warlock Engineer as well. So you know how to build both models. And then you've got an Age of Battle. It is an age of unending war. Colossal armies clash on the battlefield, or in this case, tiny spearheads. Astride huge monsters, driving their forces forward. So that's basically selling you on the core concepts of the game. I'm playing it on rolling dice and on how things work. Then it's explaining war scrolls and how to fight. And it gives you a duel to the death that you can play with the 2 models you get with this once you've built them. Running through the scaling turn and the stormcast turns, which are there and there to see, so you can see how they work. And then it sells you Spearhead again at the back with these little things that you can cut out, which you can use as tokens for the game. All in all, that's a pretty good game. That's a pretty solid looking magazine. You've got 2 models. Usually single models are about 20 quid each as a minimum. So you're getting about 40 quid worth of models for £2.99. I will check the prices and put them down below in the video description. The dice are just the cheapest dice they could get. They roll. I was going to say they roll fun. They roll slightly below averagely, and they don't look great, but you're getting them for free. I will say it is my experience with these that by the time you get to the last magazine, they are ready for a rules update. So you'll have learned to play an issue you'll have learned to play an edition, and sometimes because it can take a couple of years to go through the entire collection, you can end up having a new edition come out just at the end. But we're on issue 1, so we'll see how it rolls. And in addition to that, Age of Sigmar's core rules have always been free, so it's not like you're going to lose anything by knowing the previous edition. But yeah, that looks fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you've got any comments, please make them. And me and my child are going to build these models. Have a nice time.